Hello, my friends. I trust you are doing well and being creative. This is a very exciting time. Your entire world is changing. There are changes and opportunities lying all around you. If by chance you cannot see them, simply look. Open your eyes, open your inner sight, and you will eventually see and find them. If this time is not exciting for you, and rather dull and unproductive, then make it exciting. No matter what you do, no matter what you are doing, be excited about doing it. It is all very simple, my friends, all very simple. Reality. What really is reality? If I were to ask you, what is reality? Some of you might say, well, it is a real place in which I live. It is something real, tangible. I see things. I can touch things. I can taste things, smell things, feel things. And some of you might say, well, it is an illusion. It is not real. It is my imagination, a fantasy. You are all right. You are all right. But reality is much more than what you think it might be. Because too many people do not really know what reality really is and is not. So we will talk about that. First of all, before you are born as a physical human being, you begin to create a design for your upcoming life. In your design is a possible reality, or what you call reality, a place, a space, and a time in which you will spend and live out your entire physical life. Learning things, forgetting things, experiencing things, being the experience of your reality, and on and on and on and on. Your reality is nothing. There is no reality until you come up with a definition of what you need and what you want and desire for your upcoming lifetime. Once you define that, then you will begin creating the foundation of a place, a time, a space that you will call reality. This is done before you are born. Keep that in mind. As you are born, a physical human being, you begin to experience your design in a very free and open way, meaning you allow what you call reality to completely and continually change over and over and over and over again. You have not yet learned things in physical terms by your parents, your teachers, and so on. So all you have is you. You know, as the newborn physical human being, really what you are all about. And that is being all about allowing change to take place. You know at that point in your life that there is nothing but change. So your reality, the foundation of your reality, the structure of your reality will change over and over and over and over again. As you begin to age slightly, you begin playing games. But the games are real to you. You play with your toys, and you talk to your toys, and you talk as if one toy is talking to another toy. This is real to you. This is your reality. It changes with every moment of time. You realize that and you allow it to change. As you age a bit more, you put your toys away and you begin to look at things in a different way, in a more real way. I see all of this. This is my reality. This is what it must be. This is my reality. This is real to me. So you make it real. You define it as being real. Then it becomes real. Then it becomes real to you. If you look at the idea of reality, it might be a good thing to consider that not only is reality not real, an illusion, it does not exist at all outside of you. It is all within you. Everything you experience in physical form exists inside of you. It is not outside of you, although it appears to be, because you have defined it as being that way. This is what you need for a time until you die, your physical death. You need this, what you call reality, so that you can live out your life doing things, experiencing things, becoming aware of things, forgetting things, and all the rest. So you have made your reality real. Then you age a bit more, you mature a bit more, and you are in school. You know then what happens. You are taught things. 90% of the things you are taught are not true. They are false. 10% can be considered real, true. You go on your life believing things that are false, not real. As you believe your reality to be real, but it is not real. And you should know this by now. If you do not know this by now, I want you to do one thing. Close your eyes. Imagine that you are seeing your reality as you did when your eyes were just open a moment ago. I will bet you cannot do that. Because when you close your eyes, you focus within yourself. Now, listen to me. Focusing within yourself is a good thing because as your reality exists within you, you can change it within you. Imagine you are changing your reality in any way you want to change it, and it will change within you. Now, when you open your eyes again, you cannot see the change because you have not yet expressed the change. When you express it, you begin the creation of it. You look at your reality in many different ways throughout your lifetime. Many different ways, my friends. Now, in thinking of reality, you also might think of dimensions. There are many dimensions within reality. What is reality? If there is no reality, where do those dimensions exist? They must have a point of reference. They must exist somewhere. Since your reality is not real, does not exist, maybe you are existing simply in a dimension, not a reality. If you want to look at the idea and the realism of reality, then look at your universe. That is the reality. Your universe is the reality, even though you create it. And even though it also exists within you. So let us think that you live in a dimension. It is all quite real, very physical to your touch, your sight, your taste, your smell, and all the rest. Realize one thing. No matter what dimension you are in, the second dimension, third dimension, fourth dimension, 100th dimension, 1000th dimension, no matter what dimension you are in, it is real to you. When you are in it, when you exist in it, when you are within it, you are a part of it. You define it. It becomes real as your present day reality is to you right now. It is very real. It is very physical. All dimensions are within each other. They are not linear, not laid out one after the next, before the next, after the next, and so on. They are all within each other. So, if you take an onion, there are many layers, as you probably know by now, to the onion. You peel them away, and you discover that they are all within one singularity called the onion. This is how dimensions are, including your dimension. They are all within each other. And when you die your physical death, you peel away one layer of your dimension and find yourself in the next layer of dimension. And again, there is no reality until you define what you need, what you desire, what you hope for, what you want as reality. Then you will create the foundation for it, and it will become real. So let us say you are at the point of death. What you are doing is you are considering your new form, your new dimension, your new existence, and you begin to create it. You begin to define it. You define what you need, how you need it to be, how it will serve you, how you will serve it, and so on and so on and so on, etc., 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 etc. Existing in a dimension gives you much freedom. Because as you probably have been thinking, well, if I were in a dimension, a different dimension, I could probably do anything I want. After all, I can do that in my dreams, and my dreams are dimensions of myself. Absolutely they are. And absolutely in your dreams you can do anything. But you still have pride, strength, fear, sorrow, sadness, joy, love, and all the rest in your dreams, as you do in your waking, daily, physical reality, as you do in your dimensions that you exist in, no matter which one it might be. Being in a dimension and having the freedom to do anything which you have in that dimension gives you the opportunity then to redesign it, to redefine it at any time you would like to. This includes what you call your physical reality. Now, if you really need a physical reality, you have one right here and right now. So keep it that way. It serves you. You serve it. And you're doing just fine. If you would like to take yourself beyond the concept of having something physical and real to exist in, which really confines you in many ways, then begin thinking that you exist nothing more than in another dimension of the real reality, which is your universe, which is inside of you anyway, because you create it again anyway. When you close your eyes to enter sleep, you dream. And many times your dreams are in and take place in other dimensions of what you call reality. you find yourself wide awake in the dream, knowing it is not a dream, but something that is taking place within a reality. And you find that you are in the experience of all of your emotions at one time, but at the same time, you can do anything. You have unlimited power. Power to do anything, create anything, recreate anything. At times, you will feel yourself out of your physical body. You separate from your physical body, which you do anyway every time you sleep for a time. Because you need the balance of being a physical human being and a non-physical human being, or an energetic body. Being that you have the power to change anything, take a look at your reality. Are you happy with your reality the way it is right now, yes or no? Tell yourself yes or no. If you are happy with it, then let it continue. If you are not happy with it, why are you not happy with it? What is taking place that you are not happy with? What are you doing that you are not happy with? Because after all, you create all of this around you because of the way you express yourself. This is why I began by saying your entire world is changing. Your reality is always changing. You cannot stop it from changing, even though you might try. And this is why I also said to you in the very beginning, make it exciting, change it. No matter what you are doing, make it exciting. Be excited about doing it. When you are, then you are literally changing the structure of your reality. And guess what, my friends? When you do that, you will draw people to you who are ready to help you on your exciting journey. They are all around you now. You have only to invite them into you. You have only to invite them into you. You are the reality. Plain and simple. You are the reality. This reality that you see around you, this is just one more dimension. You live in a dimension. You have created it to be real. No matter what dimension you are in, you will create it to be real for you. All of those people who die, they might go into the fourth or next dimension, or the fifth or the sixth, or whatever dimension they need to be in at that point in time. They will make it real to them as your reality is real to you now. They will be able to touch things, eat things, drink things, all of what you do in your reality. But really, reality boils down to you. You are reality. You are reality. So think about your reality, and think about what you are doing in your reality, and think about how you can change your reality by changing what you are doing, or adding something new to what you have been doing. Absolutely, your thoughts and your emotions create your reality. Absolutely. Use them in, let me put it this way, in a better way. Without being a judgment, I will say in a better way. Because there is a better way to use your thoughts and your emotions. Now, I am not telling you to never have negative emotions, because you need them. They are a part of you. So do not cheat yourself out of that part of you. I am not telling you that all of your emotions have to be positive. They cannot be. No matter what you do, they cannot be. So quit trying to be that airy-fairy, positive individual, blowing kisses all of the time, meditating 12 hours a day, and all the rest. You cannot do it. You cannot be that way, period. Simply because you are a physical human being. This is what you need to be. But if you use your thoughts and your emotions in a different way, you can change all of what you are seeing around you right now. You can change it in an instant of time. How do you use your thoughts and your emotions in a different way? Well, there are about approximately 6 million different ways to do that. One good way to do it is to begin thinking of yourself as your own dimension. Think of yourself as a dimension. You are a dimension. You create a dimension. It comes from you. You are its source, its force, and its beginning point. Think of yourself as a dimension, your own dimension. When you begin doing that, you can also think of yourself as an energetic body instead of a physical human being. That'll be fine. But when you begin doing that, everything about you will change. People will see the change. They will feel the change. They will notice the change. They will be drawn to you, especially those who are to help you along in your journey, no matter what that might be. You are only nothing more than a dimension. This is what you really are. This is your real reality. You are a dimension. How will your emotions change? They will become more balanced, because most of you, if not all of you, tend to choose emotions of either a positive or a negative nature. And you live out your life using those emotions over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over and over again. Over and over again. Over and over again. And you go nowhere quickly. You stay stagnant because your emotions have become stagnant, which creates your thoughts to become the same old thoughts over and over again, over and over. You know what I mean. So thinking of yourself as being a dimension, simply a dimension, which by the way is what you really are. You will change your emotions, you will change the balance of your emotions, you will begin using all of them, but in a different way, a more meaningful way. They will mean more to you. They will have more value for you and to you. Then you will begin to value yourself more. When you value yourself more, you extend yourself beyond what you have been into what you can imagine yourself to be. Not a bad thing. So to wrap all of this up, if you need a physical dimension, then allow it to, recreate itself over and over again in the same old way over and over again. That'll be just fine. Realizing you are in a dimension, not in a reality, will give you so much freedom that, first of all, you will not know what to do with all of that freedom. My goodness, where do I begin? What do I begin changing? How do I begin changing it? Let me think about all of these things. They are mind-boggling. They are not mind-boggling. They are all within you. All you have to do is ask yourself for the answer, and you will have the answer. The answers always come from you, not from me, not from anyone else, not from anywhere else, but only and always from you, because you are the source of your own power. You are your own force. You are your own dimension. You are your own reality. I love you. Thank you. Enjoy your day.